Now, I will talk about, probably will not have enough time to discuss everything, but when we talk about the tools, automated tools, the auto ML features is what we are going to talk about. All the major cloud platforms, including Ali Cloud, Oracle Cloud, IBM Cloud, right? Whatever you name it. Machine learning services are available on the cloud platforms. And I'm saying service, right? It is available as a service. So you register for the service, you register for that module, ML module, then use it. When I say use it, we are basically saying that the sequence of steps are readily available. The pipelines are readily available. Irrespective of what data you are using, you will be able to use these services, irrespective of what domain you are trying to come up with or you're working in, and irrespective of what solution you are trying to predict, whether it is a continuous value prediction, whether it is a binary classification, whether it's a multi-class predictions, right? So whatever is your target variable, you will be able to use the service. So irrespective of the domain, irrespective of the business requirements from a prediction perspective, and irrespective of the data that we are working with, these ML solutions can be used as a service. So we are generalizing it, right? So on cloud, we will be able to do this, irrespective of whether you are a data scientist or not. And these tools will automatically deploy your solution and give you an endpoint. Right? So you don't have to, again, do a lot of rigmarole in deploying your solutions. You don't need to bring in multiple things into picture. In fact, we will do this. How many of you are familiar with AWS SageMaker? Here we talk about SageMaker. Right? This is basically a feature from Autopilot. This is the service, which is AutoML service in AWS. We call this product as SageMaker, SageMaker Studio. How many of you are familiar with this? And we also have AutoML Studio, machine learning, Azure Machine Learning Studio, I should say. That's the name. Azure Machine Learning Services. And in GCP, the name is now Vertex. Previously, it used to be called as AutoML only, but now it is called as Vertex AI. You are familiar with it, right? Okay, wonderful. So these are the platforms, friends. These are the tools which follows MLOps standards, right? You'll not feel any difference. You'll not see any difference. Basically, what you do is you open the service, load the data, trigger or initiate the training process, and it does everything. You'll get the best model and you'll say deploy. That's all. 3 steps. But it entire process follows MLOps standards. So you will be able to monitor the data drift. You will be able to monitor the model drift. So that means CI/CD implementations are automatically done. You don't have to worry on these platforms. All right. And when we talk about pipelines in these platforms, what we will be doing is we're looking at from a very simple pipeline flow or data architectures. We will talk about the standard storage. These platforms have cloud storage. For AWS, we call it as S3. For Azure, we probably have blob storage or data storage. GCP, we call it as cloud storage, GCS. So these are cloud storage platforms where data will be dumped And from here, the ML models will pick up your data and then get trained. And then these gives us the best models. This model will be deployed on an endpoint. This endpoint can be used by end user. Okay, so this will be the flow that we will be implementing. We can also connect with various data sources. It could be a database. Again, these databases could be on local premise or on cloud platforms. It could be an IoT devices. It could be the web scraping code that you are doing. So there are data engineering pipeline standards maintained by these cloud platforms. And then the connectivity can happen, and then the remaining flow is as is. Rather than just cloud storage, you can have any data storage or any data source. All right. So this is about cloud platforms, and I'm assuming you people have the cloud platform accounts. If you do not have it, then create them. And I would recommend, if you do not have them created, create them on Friday. Not today, on Friday. If you don't have accounts, right? For new accounts, create them on Friday. Okay, and we will not be giving any access here, student access. Unfortunately, we don't have any. I know you people are coming from ISB background. Some of you are coming from ISB standards. So ISB does have the student accounts and all those things. Probably you can have that experience of having the right student access, limited access and all that. But I would recommend probably you have to create your own accounts and use the free trial period that we are going to get from these cloud access to learn, and also be ready to shell out some money, because we will be consuming some of the resources which require us to pay. But I would also at the same time caution you to ensure that we set up budget restrictions, budget alerts. From IAM, identity access management, I'll show you. And all the three platforms, any cloud platform you talk about, IAM would be one of the crucial service that we will have to look at. And these budget restriction alerts will at least tell us that we are crossing our limit when consuming these services, and thereby appropriately we can take decisions. There will be certain cases where we forget what services we are consuming, and we tend to forget and we don't even log into the system. So in such cases, the billing will be like skyrocketing. Hence, these budgetary restrictions will allow us to at least keep a track. Okay, tracking is very important from your budget perspective, billing.